with VintageRock.com. I'm standing here with drummer Chris Slade. He's played with Dave Gilmour, The Firm, AC/DC, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So what's happening,
A
Chris?
few others too.
Well, give me a list.
Tom Jones, Man for a Man's Earth Band, David Gilmour, Mick Ralphs, Paul Rogers, Gary Newman, Uriah Heep,
Wow.
and more. Gary Moore.
Okay, no, the legendary Gary Moore.
When
So,
I say
who are you playing with now? Are you playing with anybody?
A couple of people actually. Started off with sessions and sort of became involved as a band. Here in Los Angeles, a band called Ecotonic, who I was just trying to meet over there. Husband and wife songwriting team, and also Miwa, M-I-W-A, Miwa, who is a Japanese lady who sings like this. Very heavy, very humble, to quote Uriah Heep.
Very cool. So what's going on here at NAMM for you? What are you doing? What are you looking at?
I just hang.
Yeah.
I come here to meet friends, and a lot of people do that as well.
And you're part of the NAMM Jam that they have up in the lobby, right?
Yeah, I came for that. David Harris puts that together every year. I've been doing it for about 5 years, I think, maybe even more. With people like Alan White from Yes and Nico McBrain from Iron Maiden. Great guys. I'm just having breakfast with Spencer Davis and Denny Sewell, actually, from Paul McCartney Wings. And that's cool. So really I'm here to meet friends, old friends, new friends, friends.
Are you Peisty cymbals? Are you doing anything with Peisty? How do you say it?
Peisty.
Peisty.
I think. It's Swiss. It's a Swiss name. It's the family name, actually. Like Zildjian is also a family name.
So what's the difference?
Sorry, did I say Zildjian?
Oh. What's the difference between the two?
I don't know. You go psh with them.
One's made in Turkey and one's made in Switzerland, huh?
Yeah. No. It's I've used Peisty for like 40 years. I used to use a mix of all sorts. And then I just switched completely to Peisty. Maybe it probably was early 70s. It was early 70s. So I've been using them all that time.
Cool.
They're great cymbals. They're great. And the new stuff they got is just phenomenal. I think it's 20s. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at them. But I think they're called 20s. I love those cymbals. They're just fantastic.
Cool. Well, let me ask you just one last thing. I talked to Tony Franklin about a year ago, and I said, do you think the Firm would ever get back together? And he kind of went, well, I talked to Jimmy the other day. Are you part of that conversation?
I saw Paul Rogers maybe 6 weeks ago in England. He was over doing a charity thing, and I was living a couple of hours away, so I drove to say hi, and that was cool. It's funny, again with Paul, Tony and myself, we were in Corona here in Orange County.
At the Fender Center?
In California. Yes, it was at the Fender Center. And we all showed up there, and Tony goes, there's 3 of us here. We could call it the Fur.
Did you guys play together?
That night, no, we actually haven't. I played with Tony over the years because we both used to live very close to it. Well, 45 minutes from each other. And I've played with him, and we've actually traveled on the road as well together. But with Paul, I've jammed with Paul, but not all together.
You haven't talked to Jimmy in a while?
No, not for a few years, quite a few years. I know that Paul and Jimmy have talked, but apart from that, no, I haven't talked to Jimmy for quite a few years.
It always just seemed like the Firm had a little more to give, and I saw you guys actually playing Costa Mesa.
You told me,
yeah, and it just, I don't know, it just unfinished business, to me.
Yeah, I would love to do that. I've been playing, I've worked with every single member of Bad Company. And Boz, everybody. And it's funny. And I used to say, of course, I'd never played with Simon. So it's funny that Simon stood up one day and he sung All Right Now, I think. He sung All Right Now, and I played drums. So I worked with every member of Bad Company.
Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Well, it was great talking with you, Chris. Have a great weekend. Go hang out with some more friends. Check out some more gear.
That's exactly what I'm going to do, mate.
All right.
Thanks, Sean.
All right. And this is Sean Perry with Vintage Rock.